What is up, you guys? Thank you for joining us in this review of Takenoko. A beautiful, vibrant game that involves a panda, a gardener, bamboo, and a garden. Before anyone gets excited, nothing too steamy happens in this game. Takenoko, designed by Antoine Boza, players take the role of caretakers for the Japanese emperor's bamboo garden. And no, I'm not trying to racially profile the emperor as Japanese. He's the actual emperor of Japan here. However, your responsibilities as the caretakers has unfairly changed. The Japanese emperor was gifted a giant panda from the Chinese emperor. And no, I'm not trying to fat shame the panda. He's a literal giant panda. The caretakers are now tasked with cultivating the land, irrigating and growing the different species of bamboo, and making sure that this cute little panda is fed. In Takenoko, everyone is given secret objective cards. One for the gardener, one for the panda, and one for the garden plot. During a player's turn, a player is allowed to do two actions. They can either put garden plots, irrigate the plots, move the gardener to grow bamboo, move the panda so he can eat, and draw more objective cards. After the first turn, players roll the weather die. The weather die acts like a power-up and gives bonuses such as giving an extra action, allowing the same action to be done twice, growing a bamboo section, allowing the panda to move anywhere, and putting improvements on plots. After a certain number of objectives are completed, the player with the most number of points wins. What I love about Takenoko is it is a work of art, to say the least. From the designs outside the box to the pieces, the beautiful miniatures, the gardener, and especially the panda, they're the stars of the show, no doubt about it. The gardener looks so good, in fact, that he makes me want to dump my girlfriend for him. This game also seems pretty accessible. I can see younger players struggling to understand the rules on the first few minutes of the game, but after that, I'm sure it's going to be smooth sailing. I really enjoyed the theme of this game. It's very easily to feel like you've quite literally jumped into Japan. This game has a backstory and comes with a comic. Now, the box says it's a 45-minute game. During my playtesting, even on a 4-player game, it lasted for about 20 to 30 minutes, so it's a sweet spot of not being too short nor too long. Some things I didn't really like about the game was, there's a bit of balancing issues here. The sun is tremendously overpowered in this game. Having an extra turn gives someone an incredible edge. I also found that not all objectives are created the same. The plot objectives were a chore to do and were quite difficult, while the panda objectives seemed quite easy and racked up more points. I just didn't find that fair. For a game that has a good player count, 2 to 4 players, it doesn't necessarily feel that there's a lot of interaction between other players. Because this game's core mechanic is having secret objectives done, you don't know what this player is supposed to do, and he doesn't know what I'm supposed to do. So it quite often feels like we're just playing a solo game, and there's just a lot of rotating pieces coming in and out while you're playing. This game might be too luck-based because there were instances during my playtesting where, someone did my objectives for me, so it didn't feel like those objectives were earned. It's also hard, and dare I say, impossible to try and strategize in this game. What the board looks like at the end of my turn will look tremendously different by the time it is my turn again, especially for higher player counts. So whatever it is that I was planning at the end of my turn, you can say goodbye to that because most often than not, it's not gonna happen. Final thoughts. If you take Takenoko for what it is, which is a chaotic, fun, cute, light strategy game that requires some luck and some strategy to win, you should definitely get it. If you're after a game where the winner has to be the best strategist, there are plenty of other games that can give you that sort of feeling. and can give you what you're after. I had a blast playing this game with my friends. It's a nonsensical, fun game that we really enjoyed. Thank you very much for joining me in this review. Take care. Peace.